Hey everybody, that dude with the beard here, and today I decided to just have some fun. You see, there's this little girl who made a video about, get this, zombie apocalypse. Now, let's be fair here, zombie apocalypses could never happen, but let's just say this girl took it a little too seriously. But no constructive criticism this time, guys. I'm just having fun with this one. And why is that? If she's gonna take it seriously, why should I?
Hey everybody, it's me, Blizzard Star, and I'm sorry I haven't been making videos in a while. Today's is about zombie apocalypses. Yes. The zombies. If these things show up...
First thing, zombies do not look like that. Oh no, they look out of something like a horror film. You know, with like worms coming out of their eyes and some of their teeth missing. What you have there is nothing more than a caricature of a zombie from a video game. Or cartoon. Either way, it's not threatening in the least, and obviously does not scare even the slightest bit of me.
Well, Canada is kind of doomed. We do not have any sort of plan. I see all these people from the US making a ton of videos. If we were to ever end up in a zombie apocalypse, I think I'd be doomed. The closest thing to a weapon that I have in my house is a steak knife that I have in the kitchen.
You see, Canada, America's got you beat. We have lead zombie researchers calculating the fact that even if there was a zombie outbreak, we would all die. There would be no way to win unless, you know, the Americans just killed all the zombies outright, just as they started. Then we have the Center for Disease Control, to which they actually are trying to make contingency plans. And you see what that means? We are prepared. And most doom preppers never prepare for zombie apocalypses. They prepare for stupid shit.
Poison, you have to get a permit. It takes like months to even get a rifle. Yeah, kind of doomed if we ever got caught in a zombie apocalypse. Sorry, Canadians, I'm a fellow Canadian, but we are doomed if we ever got caught in a zombie apocalypse. But that's not likely to happen. Think logic here. You cannot reanimate.
Just listen to that last statement. Think logically here. That statement kind of falls flat in a video about, oh, I don't know, a zombie apocalypse. Little girl, zombie apocalypses are not logical. Sure, a lot of people take it seriously, but to be fair, if anything, there's no way it's gonna happen. Not unless there is some sort of a weird, vague, virusy type thing. But other than that, logic has left the building.
Most religions' spells wouldn't work. And, well, how would you come back to life? If you were a zombie, you'd come back to life in the nursing bed, all that stuff, at the hospital if you died at the hospital. If you come back to life right when a zombie bites you after you die from the zombie bite shortly, and that, yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Alright, I'll give you credit. You're trying to logically prove your point. There's just one problem. Logic and zombies do not mix. That is like saying unicorns and werewolves exist. They don't.
But still, we do not have very good defense systems. We are done for if a zombie apocalypse ever started in Canada. The only way we'd ever be able to avoid a zombie apocalypse is if it happened in Antarctica.
Okay, first thing, Antarctica does not have any sort of life on it, aside from animals. And even if life were to get the zombie apocalypse, they would not travel outside of Antarctica. So technically, that's a pretty dumb argument.
Wait, they bury people in Antarctica? I didn't really know that, but I'll look it up in a minute. That's not really the point. So, I honestly don't think that a zombie apocalypse will happen. Like, it would have happened by now. There's been decades and decades and generations.
Now, I believe that the Earth has been here for about maybe 67 million years, maybe 67 to 2000, because of what we were told as kids about how long ago the dinosaurs ruled the Earth, and that's my basic assumption. But, this girl decides to up the ante. Instead of millions, she goes for a much larger number. A larger that, in my opinion, does not work in her favor. Let's watch.
And generations of people. Probably millions of years. 2000 isn't exactly up to date. No. I'm pretty sure there's been humans on this world for a lot more than 2,000 years. And this world's been here for billions and billions of years. Probably septillions, but still.
Now, it's obvious to me that the world has not been around since, billions of years ago. I mean, if anything, the universe started billions of years ago. Maybe a septillion. Maybe one septillion. Just one. But I think at some point, when you're talking about the age of Earth, or guessing how long it's been around, to try to do some research.
Septillions, but still. So yeah, this is like a short rant on zombie apocalypses. I don't get why we need to focus on these. They're just trying to get us to have another horror in life. Like, I love the spoofs about them, but seriously, you don't need to stock up a ton of rifles, poison, and all that stuff just because there's a zombie apocalypse supposed to happen. Okay, if you really want to believe in zombie apocalypses, go ahead, but I don't really want to hear any dislikes on this video because you believe in them. I'm not saying that it won't happen, but just think logic.
I love how a lot of people just think that zombie apocalypses will just go away after you just sit there for a few years. I mean, let's just think about it. You hear a zombie apocalypse is going on. What are you going to do? You're going to go to your local gun shop, buy a gun, buy a shit ton of ammo, go out and buy a shit ton of food, lock all your doors, board up your windows, get all your animals in, and then you're going to be waiting. You play the waiting game, and if it happens to end, good job. But eventually, you're going to die, whether it's from starvation or the zombies.
A corpse can't reanimate without some sort of magic spell thingy, but I doubt somebody's going to go through all the trouble to get somebody that died back to life, especially if they're like really old and they're suffering. If they died of old age, then yeah, but if they died of gunshot, then they're going to need serious medical attention if you bring them back to life. And if they died of suicide, then they're still probably going to need serious medical attention when they come back to life. So I don't really see why anybody would want to do that. So it's just paying money for somebody that's died that you brought back to life and went through a ton of work for, and then you're going to have to do even more work. And
Little girl, listen to me. People don't bring zombies back to life. You see, that's not how I should have worded it, but my point is, zombies come back from a virus. That's basically what a lot of people believe, and a lot of the mythology based on zombies is usually how it is occurred. I don't get it. If we were all Frankenstein, yeah, we could do it willy-nilly, but it has never happened. The only time that it is successfully kind of done some sort of super science fiction-y was a guy who put one puppy head to a normal dog body.
don't worry,
Yeah.
Mummification doesn't exist, especially if you go to heaven. I'm Christian, that's why I'm saying that. But still. But if you really do, here's a couple tips. hide in your house, lock all the doors, make sure that you board up everything, and lock yourself in the bathroom, bring all of the food in your house with you, and you're okay. But if you absolutely have to, get a steak knife, throw it at their heads. But I advise you to have a couple more sets than one set of steak knives.
Remember, people, the only way that you can survive a zombie apocalypse is to gather everything into your bathroom and wait it out. I know I complained about logic earlier on, but for some odd reason, this girl isn't really proving her point by saying that. I mean, that scenario just doesn't work at all. Now, if it were me, I'd lock myself into the basement because it's protected like a bunker and have my shotgun and food.
I don't really want to pull a ton of knives out of zombie heads. That'd be kind of gross. Yeah, all I'm saying is, don't worry, zombie apocalypse won't happen yet, but still. A couple safety tips: don't play with knives. Yeah, knives aren't a very nice thing, especially when you know that you can chop your fingers off with them.
Wait, when the fuck did we get to knives? I thought this was about the zombie apocalypse, not telling us the safety of not running around with knives in your hand.
Let alone if you accidentally trip, you could stab it through your brain, and then if you really do believe in zombies, you'll become one, and you'll kill all your family members, loved ones, and all that, and that'd be not very happy. So,
And that's pretty much the end of it. After this part, all she does is talk about the fact that her father and brother are napping. And, well, that's the end of the video to me. So what can I really say about this video? In all honesty, sorry, that was bullshit getting stuck in my throat again. Yeah, that's pretty much from that you can tell what this is. This video is kind of bullshit. She tries to make it sound like she knows what she's talking about, but she doesn't. She tries to make it sound like she understands things, but unfortunately she didn't do enough research, and she didn't do enough this and that. And you know what? As a zombie fan, it kind of makes me wonder if this was Canada's, answer to us Americans, to let us know that they have children that are willing to make videos to defend Canada. And for that, Canada, I must say, you have disappointed me, sirs.